Hey, what's up? I'm Gabrielle Marie. If you haven't already, take a second to check out my digital resources I have posted for you guys. It'll help you make awesome looking professional graphics, as well as some planning tools to help you grow on YouTube in 2020. Also, for a very limited time, I'm selling YouTube channel banners on my Etsy page. You can pick any of these 9 designs to be customized for your channel. If you're looking to rebrand in 2020, check out the link in the description of this video. Okay, so we are going to create a custom intro for our YouTube channel using Keynote. Keynote is free for anyone with a Macintosh computer. We're going to open up Keynote and we're going to click on New Document. We're going to click on Wait, click Choose, and then in the top right, you're going to go to Document. Then we're going to change the slide size to Custom Slide Size and type in 1280 by 720. What this allows us to do is drag it right into our editing software and it will be the perfect size. Go ahead and delete out all of this stuff here. Now you can add whatever kind of background, or if you have a logo, that's great. If you don't have a logo, I will show you just a quick thing that I'm going to be doing. So now I'm going to add in a background. You can choose whatever you'd like. I have these scribble backgrounds that I've actually made myself, but if you have a logo, you can add that in. Or you can just Google and find something online. If you're interested in the actual scribbles that I use, I have them up on my Etsy shop. If you would like to grab those, you can do that. So I'm going to insert this and kind of center it. You're going to know that it's centered if this line pops up. And then I'm going to resize this to be a little bit smaller, just about there. Okay, and now I'm going to add in a text. And I'm going to select this and type in my channel name or your name, depending on how you have it set up. I'm going to select that and go into Format. And I'm going to change the font to Sign Painter, which I don't know if it comes on your computer or if I downloaded it from dafont.com. That is a possibility, but you can use whatever font you want. And I'm going to increase the size of this pretty big. Okay. In the text, I'm going to change the color to white, and then I'm going to go into the settings here, and I'm going to increase the character spacing so it spreads it out a little bit. I'm going to add an outline, and I'm going to make it 3 points, make it black, and then I'm also add a shadow. Okay, and you can change the shadow angle, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it down here, and I'm going to decrease the opacity to about 85%, and then I'm going to drag this towards the top. Now I'm going to add another text with my tagline. So I describe myself to, I didn't mean to do that. Could have edit undo typing. Okay, so I'm meant to go here. So I describe myself as a digital artist or a digital creator and social media branding coach. Okay, it sounds really fancy. Basically, I just like to make things online. Okay, select that, and the font that I'm going to be using is this one here. We're going to click on that, and I'm going to change the text color to a dark gray. I'm going to increase the size of this a bit. Going to go into the settings here and increase character spacing and bring that up towards the text, kind of centering it. Now I'm going to add in my Instagram and my Twitter. So I have some Instagram and Twitter logos that I just found online. So I'm going to add those in by choosing, okay? And I think I have them on my desktop here. So here is that logo. I just want to make sure that they are transparent images, and that's what's going to look the best. And you just want to make them about the same size. There we go. Something about there is fine. And then I'm going to add in another text box with my actual social media handle. So for me, that is Gab Marie YT. I'm going to use the same font as the other one, and we're going to put that in. I'm going to increase the size of this a little bit So it's like that. And this isn't exactly centered, so I'm gonna change that. This over. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go ahead and animate it. So the first thing that I want is I'm selecting the background here, so the paint mark, okay? We're gonna click on animate and build in and add an effect. Here you can preview all of the different effects that come for free on Keynote, and it just kind of gives you an idea of what it will look like. Okay, I'm gonna try that one. Then you go to build order, and what you make sure is on this, you're gonna do after transition. Okay, you don't want on click. So now preview that. You can see it there. Okay, now we're gonna grab our text. So I'm gonna get the Gabrielle Marie, and I'm gonna find something to build this in on. So we can kind of see all the different effects here. Let's check out fly in. Let's see, I'm gonna do it from right. Let's see, preview that. Okay, that looks pretty good. You could also change the duration here. So if you wanted it to be a little faster, you can do that. But I do think about 1 second is probably about right. So now go to build order and click with build one. So now that comes in when that comes in. Okay, so that looks pretty nice. Now we're gonna have this tagline here, add an effect, and I'm gonna do typewriter. Okay, that looks a little bit fast. Let's see if we can slow that down. Everyone's going to have their own preferences, and of course you can customize this as you would please. Okay, I'm going to do with build one, but here's the trick. You're going to delay it. So then we'll preview that. That looks good here. Okay, and now this stuff here, I want it all to come in at the same time. So I'm going to click on it, click on my shift on my keyboard, and select all 3 of those items. And then we're going to click add an effect. And what this does is it kind of groups them as one thing. So we're going to see what kind of thing that we want. Maybe if we pivot from the bottom, let's see. Okay. Now we go to build order, and we're going to click this download, which is selected here, the Instagram logo. And you're going to do you're going to do with build one, and you're going to delay it 0.6 or 0.7. So let's see what 0.6 looks like. Perfect timing. Okay. And then you're going to do with build one, again, did I do 0.6 or 0.7? 0.6, okay, perfect. And then again here, with build one, 0.6, okay. And then click preview. Comes in, there's my Instagram and my Twitter. I like it, okay? The only thing that I'm thinking is maybe this tagline, I'm gonna decrease this to like 1.55 and then preview. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Next, we can add an action, which basically is when everything is shown up, you want it something to kind of draw your eye. So I want my name to be drawn, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an action here. So add an effect, and you can see all these different ones here. So here's flip, bounce, blink, jiggle, etc. I like pop, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to decrease the scale so that it's kind of barely visible. So we're going to go into build order, and then we're going to do after build 6. Okay, so then we're going to preview, everything builds in, and then my name pops. Perfect. Okay, you can do this again however you please. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have kind of something come in over top of it, and we're going to let's add in a shape, and then I'm going to format this to change the color of it. So style, green, bright green, okay. Bright green because we're going to use the green screen effect in our editing software. So roughly about the same size here. And then we're going to animate this, and we're going to do a build in. So you can kind of preview these. So what this is going to do is after your animation it's going to go into your video. I don't want it to bounce, so let's preview that. And let's make it fast. Okay. So then the build order, we're going to do after build 7, and we're going to delay this. So however long you want your intro to show. So now we're going to preview this. People get to see blah, blah, blah. And then that comes in over top. And what that means is that's where your video is actually going to be seen. It's file, export to movie. We're going to change the resolution to 1080. You want to make sure it's self-playing and click next. And we're going to do my intro. And now we can go into your editing software. Drag that into your program. We can play it and see how we like it. Looks super cute. Okay, so where this green part is where your video is actually going to show. So let me just pull up part of a video that I did. I'm going to decrease the sound just so that you're not hearing it over and over again. So you're going to drag this part underneath your intro. Make sure that it starts where the green is. So you might want to have some footage at the beginning of your video that you don't really need to be seen, just so that your intro will work. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to go into your effects, and here's the keyer, and then go ahead and add this to your video. Okay, if this happens, what that means is we didn't put the cursor in the right spot. So we're going to do edit, undo, add effect, and I'm going to pause it here and then key it. I find that that is a good troubleshooter. Okay. Now let's play it. Perfect. So now we have our intro. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. If you did, let me know down below in a comment. I will also link where you can purchase my paint backgrounds, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.